I'm going to today I'm going to discuss about how DHCP server assign IP address dynamically to DHCP client in a different network. Okay, we will see how DHCP configuration works in Cisco Packet Tracer. I already built two different network. Okay, this is the network one. This DHCP client waiting for the requesting IP dynamically. In this DHCP server present in a different network. We call it in a network 2. And this two network are connected in a router. Okay. First, we configure the DHCP server. Okay. Uh, Now, this DHCP server, we assign IP in static. This we assign IP in a static. This DHCP server IP is 193.60.3.2 and the subnet mask is default and the default gateway is 60.3.1. Okay, this is interface 1 and this is interface 2. Okay, this interface 2 IP this router interface 2 IP address is 193.60.3.1. That is the default gateway for the DHCP server side network. And now coming to this service, now we will configure for the DHCP. In this DHCP, the default gateway IP address is 192.168.1.1 is for router interface 1. Is for the router interface 1 IP address. Now this router act as a DHCP client gateway and DHCP relay agent. Okay. This DHCP this DHCP server configure the IP for the client side network. Okay, this DHCP server configuration the IP for the DHCP client side network. In that network one, it starts with the IP addresses 1.4. That is the start IP address, and the subnet mask is default. And in this 28 available hosts are used in this network one. Now we will go and save this. Now we configure the router. Okay, go to router and go to this CLI. Now we will configure. Okay. First, you give that command for configure the router. Okay, this is the command for configure the router interface, and this is the a command for that router interface. Give interface and that this router interface 1 name, that is a gigabit. Now I will show you. Now you touch like this. This is a gigabyte 0/0/0. Okay. Now we will configure in that. I already have that. Okay, that is in the interface 1 is the gigabit Ethernet 0/0/0. Okay, now you give enter and now we configure the router interface. Give command IP address and that router interface 1 IP address is 192.168.1.1, and we give a subnet mask also 255.255.255.0. Okay. Now you give and now we will configure this. Now we will configure this interface 1. Now we will configure this interface 2 also. Same like that. Give this interface 2 name is gigabit Ethernet 0/0/1. Okay, and the IP address is 193.60.3.1. Okay, give enter and give into that. Okay, this is the configuration. This is the configuration for a router. Then now we will configure the relay agent. Relay agent is a router that forwards the DHCP packet between client and server. If the DHCP server present in different network, we use this relay agent for forward the DHCP message client to server. Okay. Now we will configure that. Now we will configure that relay agent. Give that command interface. That relay agent is the network side internet. That relay agent is a network side interface. That network side interface is give that command for interface 1. Interface 1, click enter. Now you will give this config for the configuration purpose. Now we will give this interface interface gigabyte 0/0/0. Now we enter, and now we configure that interface. Give that command IP space helper address, and you give the server IP, and the server IP is 193.60.1.2. Okay. This device, this router is forward the packet to the helper device. Now we click enter. Okay, and that's it. We configure the router and relay agent. Now the host A is waiting for the requesting IP assign dynamically. Now we will see this DORA process and how it will assign IP dynamically. Okay. Now this DHCP client send a discover message to DHCP server. Now this DHCP client send a discover message to the DHCP server. Now the DHCP client broadcast the discover message. Now the discover packet is dropped before sending the discover message. Before sending before sending a discover message to server, that router checks in the router table for the destination. Okay, then that router generate ARP request. That router send ARP request to the switch, and the switch broadcast to all the connected devices. Now, now, the switch ARP request to the DHCP server, and the DHCP server ARP response to switch, and the switch ARP response to the router. After after that, now router knows the DHCP server IP address. After sending any message to router interface to and DHCP server, it is a unicast. Now the host A generate a GARP request for the DHCP client IP. DHCP client IP is not in the ARP table. Okay, then the OR processes drops. Okay, wait, I will show again. First, this DHCP client generate GRP request for the DHCP the DHCP client is not in the OR table. So this DHCP client IP is not in the OR table. So this OR processes drops the frame. Okay, then only the DHCP DHCP client send a discover message to the relay agent in a broadcast. Then that router send a discover message directly to the DHCP server, because the router already knows the server IP. Okay, then the DHCP server send IP offer IP to the DHCP client. Before that router wait, before that this DHCP server send offer IP to the DHCP client. Okay, before that this router generate ARP request for checking generate ARP request for checking the offered IP addresses already assigned or not. That ARP message will check. Then then only the server send offer IP to the client. Then the OR processes drops the frame. Then the DHCP server send offer IP to the router in unicast. Then that router broadcast the offered. Then the router broadcast the offered IP. After receiving the after receiving the offered IP, this DHCP client send request for the offered IP to the router in a broadcast. Then the router send the offered IP request to the DHCP server in unicast. Okay, then this DHCP server after receiving the request, this DHCP server send acknowledge to the router in a unicast only, because already knows the DHCP server IP address, and then the router send acknowledge to the DHCP client in a broadcast. Then after after receiving the acknowledgement, the DHCP client knows the offered IP. Okay, the DHCP client now the DHCP client generate GR request for check for check any IP conflict will happen or not. Mm, the GR request checks the client IP. It was assigned to any other host in the network or not. If it is if it is not assigned to any other host, then the GR packet will drop. Okay. This is the process how DHCP server assign a IP address dynamically to DHCP client DHCP client in a different network. Okay. Now we'll see. This DHCP request is successful. Now this DHCP client got the IP address, that's 192.168.1.4. Already we give that start IP address that start with 1.4. I will show you. We already give that start IP address is 192.168.1.4. That is the starting IP address. Then we give now this host B, this DHCP client, the host B DHCP client request for the IP address. Then it send the then the DHCP client request successfully. Same like that, host C also, this DHCP client request for the IP, click that DHCP. Now you get IP address and subnet mask, default gateway, and DNS server. It automatically generates. Then this is the DORA process, and how that DHCP server assign IP address dynamically to the DHCP client in the different network.